The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle. I be murdering. And I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment claiming this.
Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready. Back six. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
First carry for James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Perkins. And Sanders has got it complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Check 4. Check 3. Check. Go get him.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Perkins. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On 1st down, Locke. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Perkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now Austin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
36 based on travel.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off the bootleg. Perkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on 3rd and long. Perkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the set. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
It's going to be a long...
Here's Elliott. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 9. Look at me. Go. Come. Hey, lock it. Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Switch gears.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Perkins. And that will be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
Clock now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his lock on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw on second down. Perkins. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3, man. Safety 3.
On 1st and 10, Perkins. His throw incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's third down. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check back, Mike 6. Check tight end, check Joker. Out. Check 52. Look, weak. Mike 6. Mike, it's just me and you. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Pick me up. Here we go.
Back to throw. Perkins. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. It's a second down run with Sanders. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw. Perkins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Recon, 132 fighter.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Strong leg.
Hey, Wahoo.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Mike,
Be grip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Catch made here by Campbell. Give him 32 on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
General West.
At the 13-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey!
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And the lead is now 10-3. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Perkins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You got nothing left. You got nothing. That's a what? That's a what? That's a what?
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they run a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive...
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Perkins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Perkins. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Perkins. He's going to float this one deep right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Block now to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 28 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Walsh adds the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Perkins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get set. Like 6. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Looking to throw. Perkins. He can run for it, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw it is Locke, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Check. Pressure. Any weapon. Slam. Showing up. Go. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Fire.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Switch up.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, Haywood.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
6-6, pull it high. There. Check. Watch out. Get it.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Rush in. Deuce. Go.
Kill.
Hey, Sam off.
Check it back.
Locke working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Perkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Perkins looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 6. Hey, we got to get this stop here, G. Mike 6. Go. I smell fear in that offense. Check 43.
Back to throw. Perkins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
I hope you got your looks and I'm about to take you to school. Mine's 54.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds a man on the crossing route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Hey, Jim.
Throwing on first down, Perkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Perkins. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll try and run for it. And some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 40 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Lock now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Second and 8 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant. 55, Mike. Here we go. Get it.
From just shy of midfield. Lock. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's Coleman on the toss. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run with Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And Walsh is going to miss this one. That is no good for Walsh. Wide off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game had he hit that. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And the lead now up to 14. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, we better not.
Second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Perkins. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. On 3rd and 2, Perkins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Come on. Go.
On first down, Perkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
I got you, boy.
And an Eagle first down.
On 1st and 10, Perkins. Well, that's complete to Sanders. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 41 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Coleman. And an alley to run. The 20. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tevin Coleman, 44 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside in 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Mike 6. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Perkins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down. Perkins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Operating from the gun, Perkins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You got Frank. You got Frank.
On 4th down, Perkins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Better keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. Till the money low, I'ma grab some man when it comes.